Americans are struggling to pay off their debt.
$47,000 worth of credit card debt.
About $35,000 in credit card debt.
As the number of accounts with delinquent balances has more than doubled since 2021. A record high number of people are only paying the minimum monthly payment.
If you were to walk into a Costco right now, could you just buy one? How easy is it to get your hands on one of those gold bars?
I'll be right now, Craig, is that when you go into Costco, many of them are actually sold out.
Fire! I got some good news and I have some bad news for you. The good news is inflation is down. So that means these bears, you get them a lot cheaper. The bad news is if you try to buy that shiny gold stuff, also known as gold at Costco, you might get trampled to death. They're actually limiting, like you can have one. That's it. Or just buy this gold stuff. What a dichotomy between the two classes of humans. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck, starving to death, all packing into one house. A record number of Americans are only making their minimum. That's a tough word. Credit card payment, and yet you're just putting it all on the cart. While the other side, so known as those people that shop at Costco, you rich people are like, can I have some more gold, please? Those are the people that subscribe to my channel because I teach you about making it. Blueprint on how to survive in life. Here, I'll give you one. I'm going to rip it from Robert Kiyosaki. That's a crazy dude. Assets, that's what that is. I taught that in high school. Gold is an asset. Assets feed you. Liabilities, well, them eat you. So when you go to Costco and your kid's like, this is what I want. This is a liability. And I don't know why you'd be buying that. I mean, unless your kid does not have a bed nor a pillow, that would work. This I don't understand either. Those things are disgusting. You see my assets, maybe it's gold. Gold, well, it's not going to feed you because it does not pay an interest. I mean, it definitely beats keeping that stuff that they give you. It's paper. They might call it a greenback or a paycheck. They direct deposit into your bank account. Then your bank goes and takes it all out and buys what? T-bills. Because T-bills feed the bank. T-bills pay an interest. Oh, and since we're on the topic of assets, you can buy stocks. Just don't ever listen to people like Jim Cramer. Or when my thumbnail says this because I'm saying what he says. And everyone's like, you said Black Monday. It's like people just look at the thumbnail. And then off to the keyboard they go. But I have to agree, Jim Cramer makes really good thumbnails and titles. The things that he says. Actually, on that Black Monday, that's where he called it. I cannot make this up. Here, I will zoom in right here. That was the lowest the stock market went. And on this channel, on that day, we had a 7, 8, 9. We went into the water. We touched the tip of the blue line. And I said, watch an epic reversal out of that water, and Shamu comes on. Because you can only pull a rubber band down so far. And I knew that was it. And zing! And you put in a swing trade, and then you had to close it, and then you had to re-enter. Then off to 20% we went. Looking at this, look, it just keeps going above the 200. So remember, kids, buy assets. Assets feed you. Liabilities eat you. And do whatever the opposite of Jim Cramer. Also do the complete opposite of whatever that J Bravo Inc. does on X. Get out now, it's over. Well, okay. And if you want to know why I'm saying it, Jim Cramer says it's, quote, it's better to stay in. Here we go. How the market's cooked. Stay on and let her ride in this market. Oh, great. Thanks, Jim. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, looks like we're going to have a pullback. We're going to have a pullback. Probably not yet. I don't know. We're not overextended. There's nothing purple. There's no 9 count. Also, if you want to learn how to do it, $2.99. And you get a free bear market course. How about that? Step-by-step guide on how to become a millionaire. Step 1, don't work here. Step 2, don't wear your headphones. That's unbecoming. To become a millionaire is pretty easy. Start businesses, trade equities. I mean, at some point, 120%, you keep rents, repeat. Also, to do something like that, all you do is you take out one contract, That's it. You have the computers do it for you. So if you're in my $1 million course, you guys are going to be the first ones to get a crack at it. We'll trade options, futures, stonks. Testing futures and options right now. We're good on crypto, good on stonks. And if you're currently in the course and like, when's it come? It's coming. And every trade that I can see on my screen is up. It's that good. This is the inverse of Goldman Sachs 4 days ago. But this is really good. I have to say this. This is what I say, and then you come, and I'm like, we look at the charts. Goldman Sachs 4 days ago, 20% stock market crash. Goldman Sachs Bank. YouTube loved that title, Goldman Sachs today. SPX up a 12%, 6,500. And usually when you see this stuff, it is the opposite. No one talk about opposite. 10-year yield still up almost 4.5. I would have thought in my macro brain, because that's like a macro thing, that that yield would be dead. I mean, look at Switzerland. Negative interest rates. Look at that. 2-year yield bond yields. Negative. Remember the good old days where we were at 0? Actually, all the macro guys say we're going to go negative interest rates. I don't know. I just come here and I trade this. I can tell you within a certain amount of time where things are going. You go way out, I don't know. I knew silver, short this thing right there. That was that rising wedge, 789. Do you see? It all just, it does what the indicators tell it to do. This is actually a good swing trade on silver. I like silver right now more than gold. Why does Bravo say that? It's because of this. Yes, by the way, yes, I own gold. Look, it's gold, and I own more silver than gold. I do want to dump bags. 25% silver remaining. That's that whole buy low, sell high. On silver, good swing trade. Look at this, beat down. Oh, 200. Bounce, put in a buy, write it up, close. You can do this with futures and leverage. It goes purple at 6%. Maybe it's put a 1 in front of that. Also, let me help you with a pattern here. All right, we're going to go this way. Let me turn it that way. Do you know what this is? This is actually a bull flag that we broke out of. 1 candle close above the Bravo 9. Let's go, silver. And where do I think it's going to go before you're going to take profit? 31. This zone. See this? Do you see where it almost got in there? It'll almost get 31.86, which on that swing trade, 7%. Take profit, rinse, repeat. This at the same time, again, Americans are broke. Can't pay their bills. They're all told, go to college, get a degree, go into debt, live in California, pay. California in particular showed a notable amount of everyone in Santa Clarita. I lived there. Everyone's in debt. I cannot believe that. $22,000 in credit card debt. Actually, Santa Clarita was everyone. It's outside of Los Angeles. They looked rich, but very, very much poor. Rancho Cucamonga. You guys, what, do you guys have second place on that one? Unbelievable. Remember in the department stores, they would bring in the nice, the Gucci's and whatever. It lasted in the mall for about 3 months. And then they realized these people are broke. And if you want to know where that's at, Magic Mountain. It's Disneyland, Magic Mountain. That's Santa Clarita. But 1 in 4 Americans can't afford to pay their credit card bill. And everything is great. And the rich get richer and the people that follow the rules get poor as gold bars rapidly sell out at Costco. These are not the people that, have all that extra money, forcing retail giant to slap new purchase restriction on customers. And also, when you see something like this, this is usually, now I'm not saying because I know everyone likes their shiny stuff. This is a top. Again, I don't care. I am a get in, get out. And I do my best on this channel to try to provide macro. Did you notice that Manpower Group just cut its dividend by 53%? I'm going to say that's a bad thing. When the world's largest staffing firm is pulling back cash, you pay attention. Profits are down from 39 million to just 5 million, from 40 million to 5, as cash reserves down 110 million in 1 quarter. And that's a staffing company. I mean, they're telling you it's bad. But I know, my MAGA people and on this channel, you can't say anything bad. Everything's great. The stock market's up. Egg prices are down. Only going to go up from here, which we might. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Thank goodness I just look at stupid lines on a computer and buy and sell. Look at this comprehensive list of 2025 tech layoffs. Tech is just going to get slaughtered, especially the workforce. ChatGPT, remember when they're like, just learn how to code? Oh my gosh, ChatGPT in 1 second could code you a website. Oh, you want a video game? Poof. Actually, in my course today, this is what I'm putting in there, how to use ChatGPT. I'm like, what do you see? I had it analyze a chart. And it's like inverse head and shoulders. Just FYI, this would be the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And you should learn what an inverse head and shoulders is. It was like, you should buy here. There's going to be resistance in the hairline. If it gets up there, sell. And this is why we are seeing articles like Microsoft reported slashing 3% of global workforce, then 13, and then 23. So if you are thinking about doing a job, that's fine. Go do a job. Just make sure computer can't do it. I just saw one. It was a robot that was cleaning a house. Legit. Clean the dishes so wives take cover. I know you're like, Bravo, why are you so sexist? Come on, ladies, you really gonna have your husband do it? He's gonna half. I can't use the other word, but it's your booty. He'd do it half booty. So my stepdad. Hey, ladies, you don't want your husband putting the stuff back away. He's gonna put it in the wrong spot. You're just going to have to redo it. You're going to be upset. It's not going to work out okay. And this is the dude that leaves the peanut butter still on, you know what I'm talking about, in the sink. He'd probably put it back in the drawer. Anyways, a seismic, now this is something concerning. This was on CNN. A seismic apocalypse is coming, and CNN hides it in the ticker. Look. Underwater volcano is ready to blow its top off the West Coast. Scientists predict one of the Pacific Ocean's lesser known volcanoes. I don't know. I guess California is all going to die, causing 10,000 earthquakes in one day. So coming up. Does that mean I need to get on a plane and head to California? Boots on the ground. I mean, when all the lights went out in Europe, I went over there. Everything's fine. California, I think you're safe. I don't want to get on a plane again. That was it. That's it for at least a week. But now, coming in from Philadelphia Fed, they're telling you, look at, these are the large banks. Q4 2024, Insight report, rich get richer, poor get poorer. Firms expand credit access for what? The rich, and everyone else, yeah. Sorry, you ain't getting nothing. We'll just give you just enough so you can buy those cool Apple headphones and wear them on your head. But moral of the story, buy assets. Assets feed you, liabilities eat you. Follow the Don. I think he said it for a second time. Donald Trump takes credit for surging stocks. It's going to get a lot higher. So ride this wave, rinse and repeat. You have to do it your whole life. Sorry, I'm never going to retire. That's not even in the Bible. That's in my course too. I mean, the Bible's not. But how to do things that you love to do and live the life, and hopefully not buy these gigantic stuffed animals. And with that, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow because I work every day of my life, even though I don't have to.